What's happening, fam? From the Williams with Love, I am Donovan.
What's up, everybody?
We got Wit over here. We just wanted to pop in. You know, on Saturdays we do brunch. This Saturday we started off with a little bit of yard work, so we're a little bit behind our schedule. Wit went for a run. So with that being said, we got to make a quick brunch. We're going to do one of our favorites, something that's tied to us down here in Charleston, shrimp and grits. But we're going to do the easy version. It's still going to be delicious, but it's the quick version. We're using instant grits. We got some prepackaged peppers. We got some peeled and deveined shrimp, and also some andouille sausage. We're going to use these simple ingredients to make a really quick breakfast, but it's still going to come out delectable.
Delectable.
Right. Delectable. That's how it's going to be. So we're going to jump into it. First thing that I want to do, probably get these peppers out, get those cut up, season this shrimp, and then we're actually going to cook the sausage down. It's in links right now, so we're going to cut those out of the casings and actually get them to be ground andouille sausage. And we're going to use that in the sauce for the shrimp and grits. Let's see how we're rocking. We're going to get into it.
So how are you going to make these instant grits taste good? A lot of people don't like instant grits.
That's a good question. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the simple instructions, right? We're going to boil some water and get those grits in there. But we're also going to do just a few other things, right? We're going to season them up good, simple seasoning, salt. Maybe since we're doing shrimp and grits, a little bit of Cajun seasoning in there. But then we're going to thicken it up a little bit with some milk or some cream. We'll see how we're feeling, how it's looking. And then maybe throw a little bit of butter in there. Not too much. We still want maybe not healthy, but not super unhealthy. And that's how we're going to do that. But yeah, I just got these bag of, they were frozen. I let them sit out a little bit just so they'll be easier to cut. I'm not using my knife skills right now, but I'll pull them out another day. But yeah, so we got these peppers, and we're actually going to use these peppers in our sauce, which is very simple to make too. I'll show you all how to do that. But first, we're going to get this shrimp seasoning. Really quickly, we're going to season this shrimp. Remember, I said this is an easy recipe. So for convenience, we got already peeled and deveined shrimp, and we're just going to do a very, very simple seasoning on it. First, we just want to coat them a little bit with olive oil. I'm talking about just a teaspoon to have that on there, and we'll kind of just shake them so they'll get coated by that really good. And then we're going to do a Creole seasoning. And this is really all you need. You may want to throw a little Old Bay in there. I think I might grab some of that. Just over the top. Boom, 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 boom. In there. And then I'm going to rock with a local favorite. Little Lilies of Charleston. Low Country Loco. You know how we do. But it's got a nice sweet flavor to it and a little bit of tang. So if you haven't tried it out, check that out. It's some good stuff. Like I said, just a little bit of that. And once you get all that stuff in, you kind of just want to get in there, right? You just want to mix it all together.
Wet.
Wet. The next thing we want to do, we want to get these sausages out of the casing so that we can go ahead and get them into the pan and start to cook those down. But first, I put a little bit of oil in our pan, and I'm going to get that warming up, and then we'll drop this sausage in there once we get it out of the casing. I mean, fairly simple. You just want to get your knife under here, and you can either do one of two things. You can cut it down the middle, or you can just squeeze it out. It's up to you how you want to do it, what you feel comfortable with. Most of the time, I do a little bit of cutting, and then just, boom, comes out of the casing. Just like that. And we use andouille sausage just because we like a little bit of that Cajun feel. It's a little bit of spice and heat that comes with the andouille sausage, and it just pairs so well with shrimp. Pretty tasty, and you'll see it goes into the sauce that really just makes the grits taste well as well. And that's another little tip, right? We're using these instant grits. The sauce will turn the grits up as well.
This type of ground andouille, you're gonna probably need to get it from someplace that has a meat counter. The big thing with the ones that you find in the regular grocery store, they will not ground up. They'll be smoked already usually, so they'll be more solidified, which you just have to dice. You just won't be able to have ground sausage. Totally fine. You can do both.
You find yourself trying to do my dance. All right, so what we're gonna do?
What we gonna do?
We're gonna get this andouille cooking down. Oh yeah, the vibe is here now. And then we'll let that cook down. We'll drop the peppers in there, and then we're gonna actually put a little bit of half and half on top of that sizzle, because that's what's actually going to turn our sauce up for our grits. Stay tuned. Woo!
Woo, woo. Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah. So we got that andouille on. That thing's hot sizzle right now. Be careful when you drop it in. While we have this cooking up, we're also going to heat our water for our grits up. Basically say for every pack of these instant grits that you're cooking, you're going to do a half cup of water. But truth be told, you throw me for a loop. It's loose. Alright, got this andouille cooking down. Looking real good. You want to crumble it up, right? It was in casing, so it was bunched together. You just want to separate it a little bit.
Oh, I see all that nice little juicy seasoning coming out.
The juices. I wish y'all could smell it through the camera. Alright, now that the sausage is cooked down, we're going to get the peppers that we cut up earlier, drop them right into the sausage. And then we're just going to put those in there. It's really up to you. We did the tricolor peppers, so we got a little bit of red, a little bit of green, a little bit of yellow bell peppers mixed up into this sausage. It gives a really vibrant look and feel. And each of those has a slightly distinct taste. Oh yeah, they got the cooking vibes. It's important. It's important. Gotta have your playlist going. The food's not gonna be good if you're not vibing. We're gonna heavy cream it. It's a beautiful thing. You see the mixing happening right now. All right, so we're just gonna let those simmer together. And we're actually gonna get our grits going. Now that our water is boiling, instant grits. We got the water boiling. We're just gonna drop these grits in here, and then we'll do our mixy on here. And then we'll just start stirring it as we put it in there. So like we said, this is an instant thing. The sauce is simmering now, starting to really merge the flavors. Everything's cooked down. Now we're going to add our shrimp right into the sauce. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit of heavy cream in the grits. A little bit of salt and pepper. In your meals, you always want a little fresh garnish. I love fresh parsley. We have a parsley plant outside, so I always get some fresh parsley. You know, especially I love it to complement shrimp. So meals with shrimp, I usually have some fresh parsley in it. Mainly Italian dishes, but it really works well for the shrimp and grits. Bunch it together, get a really good chop. So now it's the plating process. We doctored up the grits a little bit, put a little bit of cream in there, a little bit of heavy whipping cream, salt, pepper. And that's really it, because the flavors are really going to come from that cream sauce that the shrimp and the andouille sauces and the peppers have been cooking in. So we're just going to drop our grits in here. Good creamy thick grit. I got a bigger spoon so I can get a good heaping amount on there. That shrimp is just cooked down perfectly in there.
Do you find that sometimes when you have the thicker grit, it helps with that sauce?
100%, 100%. So we're just gonna drop this right here on top. Woo! I'm gonna do that over here too. Top it with a little bit of that Old Bay. A little bit of parsley on the top. Boom. And that is your simple, easy shrimp and grit. I mean, honestly, when you do these step by step, this meal in totality took about 15 to 20 minutes to make, if that much. So something quick and easy with some really easy ingredients. I'm going to taste it and see how it tastes. I'm talking. That's good. Good, really good texture grit. That cream sauce with the Cajun seasoning and that andouille sausage. Oh my goodness, that tastes really good. With a really good bite of freshness from that parsley. Perfectly cooked shrimp in there. That's how we're doing it. I like that.